What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? So, you read the title, you know what we're talking about today, and holy fucking shit. Now, before I say anything, full disclosure, I'm actually one of those people that really enjoyed Prometheus. And I'm not alone in that, but there was a lot of people that were like really salty about how Prometheus was set up as like this Alien prequel movie, but it didn't tie into the Alien franchise as much as people would have liked. So by the time they were making Alien Covenant, I was kind of worried, like, are they just gonna like totally disregard what happened in Prometheus and just try and make like a straight like Alien prequel movie? Like something about just the Xenomorphs and like that's it? Short answer, nope, they did not ignore shit. This movie was a perfect Alien prequel mixed in with a more than worthy sequel to Prometheus. I'm gonna try and keep this review as vague as possible because I don't want to give anything away. But seriously, this movie was like those two separate concepts just scissor fucked each other until they came out with a fucking awesome movie. I enjoyed myself immensely. I can't remember the last time I felt so satisfied leaving a movie. However, it is not totally perfect, I'll admit, but it comes damn close. The only bad things about the movie are that it was a little bit predictable, to be honest with you. There's a lot of horror movie tropes that are in it that, well, in all fairness, actually started with the original Alien movie. Just some of those tropes were a little bit too prevalent, like a little bit more so than I would have liked. But there's a little twists and turns to it, so it's not all cookie cutter shit. And I also kind of wish, and this is just a preference, this isn't a flaw with the movie, but I kind of wish that they would have done kind of what they did with the first Alien, where it was more about what you don't see. Because sometimes with like CGI and shit like that, it can take away from the horror a little bit of it. Which leads me to the positives. Some of the CGI was really dope, not gonna lie. And I really dug the music. They pulled some of the themes from Prometheus like into this movie, and they kind of incorporated it into certain parts that I really enjoyed. And without giving anything away, I fucking loved the ending. Like, really loved the ending, even though it was a little bit predictable. But I loved it, and I think the best part about this movie, in my opinion, was that this movie did not pussyfoot around whatsoever. Like, a lot of movies will do, like, the first, like, 10, 15 minutes is just kind of like business as usual, and then something happens to drive the plot into, like, what the movie's actually about. This movie, nope! After the little intro scene that's in the movie, bam, problematic. And they continue to have issues throughout the movie. And like I said, this movie continued the story of Prometheus wonderfully, and it also added to the lore of the Xenomorphs, or Neomorphs, or whatever they're calling the aliens in this movie. Like, there's so much other stuff that's, like, added to the mythology. And another thing I'll say is about jump scares in general, I think they're kind of cheap, but also a very effective way of, you know, storytelling. This movie took what jump scares traditionally are and just shat all over it. And by that I mean, for most movies, you can actually see the jump scare coming. It's just a matter of when, and that's why, like, you know, the suspense builds up in that particular moment. This movie's like, no, totally normal moment, bam, plot twist. Or boom, severe revelation about a character. And just overall, the story was good. It's a colonizing mission. It's like, we haven't seen an alien movie about that yet. And actually, the vast majority of the acting was pretty decent, in my opinion. And I thought Danny McBride was gonna ruin the movie, but no, Danny McBride was actually really fucking good in the movie. And the last thing I'll say is that there's a 2 to 5 minute intro scene, and it doesn't pertain to the actual story. It's just a scene between David the android and Wayland, the, you know, the guy that has the Wayland Corporation. It might not seem like that scene means anything, but there's a lot of symbolism and philosophical concepts in that are very important. Because there's a lot of shit about, like, meeting your maker and being a creator or being the created and stuff that carries over from Prometheus. And it kind of plays into what happens later in the movie, but it's also something for, like, after the movie to get you thinking more. Like, some of the things said in that scene are really important, like, just from an emotional level, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't want to give anything else away. I fucking love this movie, guys. I want to say the score will go down after a while, but I've had a couple days to ruminate over it. I'm gonna give this movie a 9.6 out of 10. I just loved the way this movie blended, like, elements of Prometheus with, like, mythology and Alien and just put them together, like, so frickin' well. Like, Jesus, this movie was good. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Do you want to see this movie? Hop in the comments and let me know what's up. And also, if any of you want me to do a review for Prometheus, feel free to drop a comment about that as well. And yeah, other than that, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.